Welcome once again to Playitright TV. We are super honored to have with us a good friend, the president of the PVL, Mr. Ricky Palou. Good evening, Ricky. Thanks for joining us.
Good evening, Layan. My pleasure to be here with you tonight, and good evening to all the viewers and listeners to your program.
Yeah, so the last time I saw you was in the final of the last conference, a very exciting conference. You just won by Creamline. But now you just started the PVL Invitational Tournament. And the good news is that there are three new teams. So that's so exciting in terms of developing volleyball in the Philippines. So you have Girl Floor, Farm Fresh, and Photon. So how good is this for the league and for volleyball itself?
Well, we're elated with this development, Diane. The more teams that come in, that shows that volleyball has really created a lot of interest among the sports fans. So new teams are always a welcome. And these three new teams, we're really happy that they're around. We're happy that they were able to put up a team in such short notice. No? Uh,
Yeah.
and we're hoping as the league progresses, they'll get better and better.
Yeah, so you expect them to stay until the next regular conference? These
Yes,
three new teams?
the conditions we set for anyone who comes into the PVL is that
Mm-hmm.
they're here to stay for the long haul. Okay,
Oh.
we don't we're not interested in teams that are going to join this conference and then move out the next conference and then come back. We want teams that are going to stay and participate in all the conferences that we have. And normally we will have three conferences a year.
Yeah, nice. Well, that's super good news for volleyball players because the PBL is getting more and more exciting. I was watching a couple of the games. When was that? Yesterday, and yeah, it was nice to see Photon. They got a set from Petrogas, runners up. So it's nice. It's nice to see everybody improving, and with more competition, syempre, the level of volleyball goes up, and everybody has to really up their game, right? Which
That's right, Diana. We expect because of the competitions that the teams are experiencing, we expect the players and the coaching staff to really work harder and get their players in better shape and in better condition.
Okay, so there are 11 teams in this invitational. It's a shortened season, started June 27 and will end on July 30. So tell us about the timing, the shortness, and the schedule of the league and why it has to end on July 30.
Okay, Leanne. Well, we had to shorten the league because there are commitments that we have to the Philippine National Volleyball Federation.
Mm-hmm.
And this commitment is to make the national team players available to play and represent the country in competitions abroad. And so with our discussions with Mr. Ramon Susal, the president of PNVF, he asked for more time for the players to be able to work together so they can gel better and play better. And so we decided to end the invitational conference at the end of July. This will give the national team about 6 weeks or 1.5 months to prepare before they go to the Asian Games. And that, so, because of this, we had to shorten the invitational conference. And actually, there are only going to be anywhere from 14 or 15 playing days.
Mm.
The first 3 days we're playing in the Phil Oil Eco Oil Arena in San Juan.
Mm-hmm.
We're having 3 games, okay? But when we move to field sports, we will have 4 games a day, 2 games in the
Wow.
morning and 2 games in the afternoon. And we're hoping that the fans will come in and watch even the morning games. I know this is going to be difficult for them because they've got work, they've got hopefully they're on vacation, so students can come. But that's going to be what the schedule is like. It's going to be uh, 4 games a day when we move to
Field
the field
sports.
sports arena. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where the finals is going to be held. Now, so there are 11 teams, and they are in two groups right now. So, and one has five and one has six. So, the top two teams will advance to the semifinals. So that's four teams. And now, can you tell us about the two foreign teams that are supposed to join the four local teams to take part in the another round robin,
Right.
as another
Well, as you said,
six-team
yeah.
round robin?
As you said, Diane, the top two teams of each of the pools are going to go into the semifinal stage, and they
Mm-hmm.
will be joined by two foreign teams. We've got a commitment from Japan. We're waiting for a commitment from Vietnam. Hopefully, Vietnam says yes, then we will have six teams in the semifinals, and yes, they will be playing a round robin series. And the top two of this going to going to the finals to play for the first for the championship, and
Mm-hmm.
the third and fourth teams of this of the semifinals will go into the will go to playing will go to play will play for the third and fourth slots. Yeah.
Right.
So
So the one foreign team that's confirmed is a team from Japan. Good level, I'm
yes,
sure. Right.
yes,
Okay. And the second one you're thinking might be coming from Vietnam.
Vietnam. We're hoping Vietnam. Yes.
All right. Well, it's always good to have foreign teams in the league. I remember you also did that the last time. And in your opinion, how has it affected the the level of the game in the PVL?
Well, when the local players face foreign players, they feel they've got to up their game, right?
Mm-hmm.
They want to show that they're just as good as these foreign players coming in, and they'd like to bring out their best. Uh, I think it's good because it will show people fans that we're really competitive. Uh, that's why we're. That's actually the reason why we're bringing foreign teams in.
Yeah.
To determine whether our players are really at par with the other foreign teams, players from other countries, and for also for the experience our local players will get playing against foreign players. So I think in the long run, this is going to be good for our local players. It will also be
Yeah.
good for the sport of volleyball because fans they like to see our local players compete against foreign players, and it will create definitely more interest in the game.
Yeah, I like it. I think it brings a lot more excitement and a different kind of like really pushes our locals to, as you said, like really show off na magaling rin sila against the international players. Now, I wanted to ask you about so many new players have joined the professional teams in the PBL, and many of them coming from the college ranks. About as you said, 12 to 15 players. Um, how are you? Is this something that we can expect to continue to happen, where you have players foregoing like their last year or two in
Well,
college to be able to join professional teams?
personally, Diane, I feel that it's important for our athletes to get a college degree. They're
Mm-hmm.
not going to be playing volleyball all their life, and they've got to be able to do something else when they stop playing. And I
Mm-hmm.
feel getting a college degree is important. So we'd like to take some steps to sort of curb the entry of the college players coming into the PPL. We're not going to restrict them, but we will put some rules and some guidelines that
Mm-hmm.
will kind of make them think twice about joining the pro league. Uh, in the NCAA, it's not a problem because
Mm-hmm.
the NCAA allows their players to play in the professional league, provided
Mm-hmm.
they get clearance from the school and the league. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
then they can apply for the GAB. The GAB has also allowed this, and they will be able to maintain their amateur status. The GAB will give them what they call a special GAB license.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
but in the UAP, it's different. The UAP refuses or doesn't really encourage their players to join professional leagues. I can understand that also because if you're if you're playing for the school, and then after you play for the school, you're going into the professional league where you're going to have time to study,
Yeah.
right? So I
Yeah.
can understand where they're coming from also. So uh, we'd like to set some rules and guidelines to sort of solve this, uh,
Mm-hmm.
for the good of everybody, of course.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right, that sounds fair enough. And also, we just recently heard about the news that your tournament, the invitational tournament, is uh, uh, it has been said that it sort of violated an FIVB rule, which stated that the national team period from May 16 to October 15 has to be prioritized, and that it might affect your league's foreign players who will be joining the reinforced conference in the last part of the year. Can
there,
you
uh,
can you tell
yeah.
us about that?
Well, yeah, well, there is a rule, FIBB regulation, that says the national team calendar has to have priority. And
Mm-hmm.
what the reason why they set this regulation was so that the clubs will be able to release their players that are part of the national team, so and represent the country in the international tournaments. And the international tournaments normally occur between May 16 and October 15.
Yeah.
So that's what they want. They want that cleared. But if you release, my understanding is if you release the national team players to the national team, you can proceed with your tournament without
Mm.
using the national team players. So we're we're asking for clarification on that. In fact, I think there will be a couple of FIBB officials coming over next week because as you know, we're having the Volleyball Nations
VNL.
League. Yeah, the
Yeah.
VNL here next week. It will be held in Mo Arena. So we are going to sit down with the FIBB officials and get some clarification on this. But regardless whether we have foreign players or not, we will still have a third conference
Okay, so you're definitely going to have a third conference, and that will probably be after the Asian Games.
after the Asian Games. That is correct, Diane.
Okay, so you're still gonna clarify kung ano mangyayari with those foreign players if they will be allowed to get their licenses or not to play in the Philippines. Pero tuloy pa rin yung conference kahit anong mangyari.
That's right. That's right. We're pushing
Yeah.
through with it, no matter what.
So as you mentioned, the PVL is always supportive of the national team, and you will be releasing any player from any of the teams that is selected to be part of the national team. I believe the next competition will be the Asian Games na.
I think there's another Asian Seniors Championship before the Asian Games.
Okay,
Mhm.
tama, yeah. Yeah. So ending this league on July 30, the invitation will still give them enough time to practice with the national team for the
To
upcoming
prepare. Yeah,
competitions.
correct. That's correct, Diane.
All right, so we'll wait for the news on that. Meantime, before we let you go, I'm sure you want to invite the fans, the volleyball fans, to watch the remainder of the Invitational League, the PVL Invitational League, and maybe you want to repeat again like the schedules and when it's happening at the Phil Oil, and then again, and then moving on to the Phil Sports Arena.
Okay, thanks, Diane. Well, I'd like to invite everybody to come and watch the PVL games. As you know, we had our first two playing days in the Phil Oil San Juan Arena, but after that, we're moving to the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig, and our playing days will still be Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. But
That's
we will have
starting
four.
what date? What date are you moving to the Phil Sports?
This will be about, I think, July 12th after the VNL. As you know, we're having the VNL this coming week, so we've also said that we will not compete with the VNL. We'll let the VNL have their event without any competition for any of the volleyball clubs.
After the
I think we
VNL,
will.
Phil Sports Arena na.
Yes, this one, and we will have four games a day. Two games in the morning and two games in the afternoon. It's going to be
Wow.
tough, We'll have four games a day, but We're doing this just to be able to help our national team get together. We're really very supportive of the national team and the Philippine National Volleyball Federation. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that's why we're members of the PNVF, because we want to make
Yes.
sure that our players are able to compete well against international teams, here and
Mm-hmm.
abroad. So that's why we cut our schedule short. So if you're free, you can watch the games live on the Field Sports Arena starting I think on July 12th onwards, and then if you can come to the venues, you can watch it on television.
Yes. And the finals will be in the evening, July
Oh
30th.
yes, of course, yes. The finals will be evening, of course, yes.
All right. Well, super thanks for joining, Ricky, and I'll be seeing you in the games in either venue.
Yeah,
Watch the
thank you very
exciting
much.
volleyball and
Yeah.
congratulations.
Thank you very much, Diane. It's my pleasure to be a guest in your program, and we'll see you in the games, please.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
God
Bye
bless.
bye.
Thanks for
Bye.
joining us.
Thank
Okay, so there you have it. PVL President Ricky Palou telling us about the goings on in the PVL Invitational League, which is happening right now, and many exciting things to look forward to in volleyball. And we will try and give you some more interviews and updates about what's going on in the world of volleyball here in the Philippines dito sa Playitright TV. Thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, like, share, and subscribe. In behalf of my partner, Carito Henson, maraming salamat. Until next time.